Good morning, Alice.
Good morning, Rania. Very good morning to you.
Same to you. And thanks for being available as a testimonial. Alice, Bianconi and I, we worked 3 intensive months together for 90 minutes every week. And I'm thankful that you let other people know what you experienced. And at the beginning, please introduce yourself, who you are and what you do.
With pleasure, Rania. So I would describe myself as a seasoned professional with over 15 years experience in the luxury business, in either cosmetics and now currently in high-end, what we call high jewelry. And to be more precise, I specialized in the coaching and the performance of teams in the retail sector. I help them in their learning, in their development, so that would be the L&D side of it, and also in their business growth.
Thank you for this clear description, Alice. And when we both met, what was your core challenge and why did you finally decide to work with me?
So the idea is that I felt that I was caught in a certain routine and a spiral of habits. And I was really aware that there could be another way and that I needed help from an external person from the organization to, I would say, help me cut through the noise and the fog that I was going through in terms of approaching the coaching in itself. So I felt that it was only about performance. And really the core motivation behind was to bring to the organization an extra level of that and to go into more depth. I think depth would be the right word, more reflection on what was currently being done for the team to have a space to step back, reflect, and, bounce forward. So it was all about wanting to change a routine and doing something different with more depth and more reflection.
And I saw your progress in these 3 months, and I also realized how much you changed in the approaches you had before, and after our sessions, you went with something new. And when you're looking back, how would you describe it? What changed in your daily work routine?
I would say that, first of all, what really helped is those 90 minutes. So me with you every week. And it was really, I'll say it very frankly, it was the only moment that I had for me, for thinking through, bouncing ideas. Sometimes some of our sessions was 80% professional, 20% personal. Sometimes it was 60% personal and 40% personal. And this is why I really think that I needed you as a coach with sometimes some mentoring or I allowed myself to ask, for advice, but I really needed a space to tap into, I would say, a more calmer energy. And space to pause, to reflect, and to be able also to change perspectives. I mean, we did also quite a few I'm going to call it exercises about, what would the other person think or feel? And that really helps to to understand another perspective of what is possible. And I think this is really something that I'm very grateful for, is that thanks to the work we did together, I had plans, and you gave me the courage and the how can I approach the organization. I work for a multinational. There are, key elements to understand, and I'm very thankful, and also this is why I chose you, is that you have a corporate background, so you understand how corporations work, and at the same time you bring this coaching aspect to your clients, which enables, and there's really one word that I discovered with you is consensus. And diplomacy, and so this is really these are really elements that made a real change, and actually these were game changers for me, the way I approached the organization.
And I can tell you, Alice, you are really a quick learner, and I appreciated what you did with the insights, and these were all your insights. And what I discovered is how you started to apply them in your business situation, and to get some totally new views and possibilities, and where you give other people a hand to also change and to get their insights and to operate. And yes, consensus is a huge topic of mine, and I always try to make it visible for people instead of going for a compromise, because we normally get what we are looking for. And if consensus is possible, it's a huge gift to all of us, basically. Thank you very much. Yeah, and thank you for the explanation. What are you curious for your future out of the work we have done together so far?
Well, I'm on my track now. So what I'm curious is moving from this, energy of diplomacy and consensus. Where is it going to take me? Because I have implemented the main topic that I wanted to do is to bring, a coaching culture to the workplace. And now I'm moving on to a program we have internally to promote women's, I would say, confidence, and maybe have talks with top executives. So this is my next project. And also I have the pleasure to be enrolled also in a mentoring program. So I would say that I'm on the fast track, yes. Yes. So thank you very much. And that's what I'm curious to see is with this new engine, where am I going to?
This is so visible, Alice. And I wish you really a lot of luck. And I see the power you have. And that you made it visible for me that if we do reflect regulatory, whether it's with the coach or whether we do it for ourselves, we can increase the productivity between 25 and up to 50% on the topic we reflect about. And with you, I really see it. And I can only say congratulations, for your success. And I see it in your face, I see it in your eyes, I see it on the paper, if necessary. You got promoted and got an increase in salary in the meanwhile, and whatever else, it's but it's you, Alice, and then it's of course it's because we're working together, but you were ready for it, and I just gave you probably the last further ideas to just do it and become confident enough to just do it. It's
yes, confident, and for me, really, again, Rania, what was important is to come to the table with ideas, yes, that were thought through, but also the win-win, the consensus. And that for me was the biggest win, is to see the importance of pitching with that in mind.
I realized the situation where you had that in mind, and it was not an easy challenge, but you cope with it. And Alice, it's really fantastic to see what is possible if we are using the tools and techniques, but also develop ourselves towards the personalities we are inside already, but becoming more authentic and moving away from our old whatever habits and ideas, how we must be, and moving towards to the ones who we want to be. It's you, I really see it. And now you give the hands to others.
Yes.
That's where I only can say thank you, Alice, really, really.
I thank you. I thank you very much for the authenticity that you brought in our sessions, the care, and also the push. And I think this is a great blend that you have.
Thank you, Alice. I hope we will continue. You did the coaching program. I was tutoring for a while, and I see you really picked up the tools and ideas and techniques, but you also, now you have them in your daily life. And I wish you luck, and I see the possibilities in front already. You see them as well, and I'm curious to become aware how you make it and will continue on your successful way so far already. And who would you advise to really work with me, Alice?
That's a good question. So I would say anyone who wants to find a coach that has this strength or the characteristic that you have, meaning that you come from a corporation, so you understand the corporate world, and at the same time you're very grounded, yet spiritual. And for me, that was exactly the right balance, is that I found an alignment in our coaching sessions between the heart, the mind, and the action. And that was really, really an accelerator for me. So it's not dissociated. And you gave me the energy and the calmness also to help cut through the fog. I wasn't sure on which path to go or how to address. And this really helped me. So to answer your question, I would say anyone who needs to cut through the noise and have a coach, as I said, who is both very grounded and pragmatic, and yet has a spirituality to bring to the coaching sessions.
Thank you, Alice. This was really clear. And thanks a lot for the possibility that we have talked. And I'm looking forward working with you as much as possible and necessary and whatever else. And thanks a lot, Alice. Really.
Thank you again. Thank you.